I am I'm still adjusting to the what things are locked into the browser's app data. Apparently, stream dashboard layout, because a few of these buttons are just more default than I'm used to. Hello, everyone. How are you? Welcome in, Mac, Theron, Dupu, Al, Snail, GQ. Big props to Dupu for getting the there. Is it blown out like last time? Because I looked at that one clip Dupu made last time, and it was, the mic was okay. Okay, yeah, it looks normal. Again, it's in the yellow instead of the red. Yeah, so the way the Mario Hour is timed is the official rule set is that you get to ignore all the time between games. You get to subtract it out. And if you subtract out all the times where he's switching between games and waiting for the games to start, 59 minutes, 22 seconds. But Dupu's personal goal is to get it to under an hour, including the game swaps. It's not an hour. Of which he has 15 seconds to shave off. But we're all very proud of our little PogChamp Dupu. Yeah, already huge accomplishment, and the PBs keep on coming. So, Odd Dog Dupu is a masochist. Get it down to 57 minutes. Yeah, why not? Yeah, he keeps PBing. He keeps PBing like a madman. If he keeps this up, where does it end? It's unsustainable. But yeah, that was really cool to see. What else? What else is in the news today? Gosh, oh, that's my shirt. It's like, what did I do with my green screen? No, that's just my sleeves in case I get too cold up here, which is unlikely because I've turned the air conditioner off. The Mari half hour. Peepsters. It was cool to do and also mortifying. You got really, really quiet right after Fire Sea. It's like, is this about to happen? Is this about to happen? But yeah, that was good. It was really cool. We need to get you a heart monitor so we can watch the nerves in real time. Because there's that moment where it's like, uh-oh, it's a run, oh no. If he had first shot the DDD door, it would have been well, yeah. I mean, if he'd straight up gotten DDD skip, he would have beat it by a country mile, as they say. But yeah, it's the talk of the town right now in our corner of the internet, our Venn diagram of communities that are almost a circle. That's true. You lost Cape. It's all these little things. It's like, well, that could have gone better. That could have gone better. But on the flip side, that other thing could have gone worse. That could have gone worse. That kind of could have gone worse. So it's just eventually the right percentage of things go right. And with enough rolls of the dice, eventually it's gonna come up sixes. Hey, all right, okay. Anyway, but yeah, it's fun. Let's see here. 6. One day, baby. Here we go. See, that's weighted. That's probably cheating. I have a very fair die that we can use. There we go. So guys, we're building Thousand Year Door basically, but better. And more moddable is the plan. Okay. So, some notes. Well, hang on. Before we delve into that, let's look at this pig. Have you guys ever seen such a beautiful creature? Truly the Goomba of pigs. All right. So, he's an angry pig. All right, I've nailed down a little bit more about what is happening. Look at this ear. Look how jagged this edge is. But now it's nice and smooth again. And look at right here. This is extra jagged here, but only in this overlap. So I've started to nail down exactly what it is that's causing that. I mean, we already kind of have the idea of like, well, it's something to do with 3D sprites overlapping. And I've been a little bit perplexed about, well, why does it only happen at certain camera angles and stuff? And I've got it. I figured it out. Can I fix it? We'll talk about potential solutions, but for now, here's what the problem is. So we have here between body and, let's say, nose. These are in three-dimensional space. The nose is hovering in front of the body, as we would like it to be. Yeah, that's expected. We want that. They are created from things called 3D sprites in Godot, which are basically just these flat pieces of art. Now, the problem is that by default, the way it decides which one to draw on top is extremely simplified for performance reasons. So I'm going to turn it back to normal on the nose to show you. Here is the default behavior. The default behavior is whichever 3D sprite is closer is on top. Now, how do we determine which one's closer? Well, the body, see that part where these arrows meet right in the middle? That is the middle of the body. And right here is the middle of the nose. Whichever of those points is closer determines which one is on top, closer to the camera. So, obviously, if I pull this nose way out, then yeah, we're gonna have no problem. Like, yeah, it's obviously closer. But if it was more of a tie, like these two things are very close to the same distance to the camera. In fact, because they're practically on top of each other, if I scoot the camera to the left, oh, now the center of the body is closer. Can you set that behavior to reference a static point instead of the camera? I think that would be possible by editing the engine. That is not out of the question. Yeah. Now, there's an easy way around that, and that is this thing here, Alpha Cut. It just so happens that one of the modes for Alpha Cut tells us to use proper sorting, which is great. The proper sorting is fantastic. Now, that means these can actually clip into each other and everything. It's great. But the downside is that it is basically whenever it falls into that situation where it would be behind the other sprite in the normal drawing method, it is using a different drawing method that every pixel is either completely transparent or completely opaque. And so these soft, partially transparent edges that are nice and smooth, those get replaced by these very crisp, hard edges when it would be drawn on the backside. All right. So how do we fix it? One, we customize the actual engine code to say when we're trying to determine, which one to draw first, somehow instead of measuring to camera, measure to the normal of the camera. I have no idea how hard that would be. It sounds very difficult, but it's technically doable. Possibility 2, use the render priority here. So this lets you declare that something is always drawn on top of something else. Well, hang on, is it render priority or is it something else? Not flags, it is sorting. No, it is something even different. I don't remember what it is. Okay, there we go. It is maybe render priority. The problem with render priority is that it is not per actor. Like, even though all these things are within one object called pig actor, changing render priority would muddle it up with other sprites, so that the pig's nose would be drawn on top of some other sprite that happens to be walking by. Can you make the little pieces that go over the actor? Some other kind of thing that won't do that? Yes. So there's a couple of other possibilities here. And I've got one idea that I think could do the trick, but it could have a performance impact if you had, say, 100 of something. Maybe. We'll have to check. Would standard 3D characters have this issue? No. No. In fact, if you replace these things with, instead of sprite 3Ds, if we were using a mesh plane, then you would not get those ordering issues. Now, for that, it becomes a lot trickier because you can't get this nice, easy region setup stuff that we get for Sprite 3Ds. Sprite 3Ds make it a lot easier to set these up very quickly, versus meshes, which require us to create an atlas texture. So we take this raw texture file we have here, and then we have to translate it into like 9 or 10 different individual texture files to represent each of those slices, and then create a material for each of those, and then draw those to the meshes. It's a lot more. It's still doable. Maybe if it is... If it turns out that the other solutions don't work out well, we can automate that and just go through our actors one at a time to do that. Or at least just the ones that actually would have an issue, or would be better for it. Can I get a quick summary? Absolutely. That's actually what we're about to go over, is where we stand now. Our to-do list for the night is explain this one issue, then go through a list of what we've done so far, where does the game stand today, and then we're going to go through tonight's actual task at hand and get through that. Last two possible solutions for this, really quick. One, flatten all the art. That one kind of sucks because some of these animations, it's not much, but we would basically have to take each frame of animation and export that to an individual PNG and make a sprite sheet. Yeah, it would require updating the animations if we want to keep that level of detail in the animations going. So that would suck. Other option, it is possible to basically have kind of like a virtual camera for this one object that is projected from straight ahead, and use the results of that camera as a texture. This is a way of flattening out the art entirely. I kind of like that, because then we don't have this depth issue, and actually we don't see this weird three-dimensionality to it, which it's I kind of like that sometimes, but not always. So we've got a lot of different ways we can deal with that weird crispness issue. Gosh, it's really noticeable sometimes, and sometimes not at all. All right. Next up, let's go into where are we right now? We are making basically Thousand Year Door, but better. We have a system of NPCs with a nice little text stem pointing to the talking character. We have patrols where they can talk around. We have long blocks of text, scrolls off. It's great. We have very basic character movement. Not a lot to talk about there. And now we have enemies that will chase you up to a point. And when they touch you... Oh, also, hang on, this is pretty cool. If you're still in their chase zone, but they lose sight of you for a long time, then you get that nice little question mark animation, which is pretty clean, IMO. And then you can go into battle. And look at that. Incredible. We have a full battle menu that actually works. You can run away, and that now gives you iframes for a bit, where the enemies will not chase you until you run out of iframes, and then you're back into battle. We have action commands. Pow. Easy. We have blocks. Easy block. Health bar is recent. I still need to actually finish programming that. Maybe we'll finish that before we do tonight's the real meat of tonight, which is we want more enemies. Last night we proved to ourselves that we can hack out an enemy in under 2 hours. And so we're gonna try and do that. Pokemon Emerald. Mario. I mean, it is a very specific type of Mario game called Paper Mario. It is most closely Thousand Year Door. There are a lot of newer Paper Marios, and this is not like those. It is most like the first two in the Paper Mario series. Pokemon Emerald, I don't have any way of relating it to Pokemon. I mean, in the vaguest sense, they're both RPGs. But yeah, you don't collect creatures, yeah. It is you defeat the enemies. I mean, you could call it a fire emblem at that point. All right, so yeah. Let's deal... Rayquaza's in it. That's true. I do have a Rayquaza. An entire, fully 3D modeled Rayquaza that swoops in after you played the game for 200 hours. Gotcha. Okay, so you're just not as familiar with RPGs. There is a lot of different types of RPGs out there, and they all have different ways of playing out, and they appeal to different people. It's weird in that RPGs are so different enough that fans of one RPG are not necessarily going to be any more likely to be fans of another than someone who's not a fan of any specific RPG. They're very disjointed communities, is I guess what I'm going for. Like, personally, I don't care for Pokemon games. I don't care for a lot of JRPGs. Yeah, even the Paper Marios won't even get... There's 3 different types of Paper Mario games, at least. So yeah, let's work on this new health bar. Dun dun dun. This is it. That's the health bar. Incredible. So it's fairly straightforward. I'm gonna make that a little bit bigger. Maybe not that much bigger. Get him. Okay. Text size looks a lot better there. I may make that outline a little bit heavier. Okay, so one thing we need to do is remove the health bar in certain times. So let's look up at our health bar script. It's very straightforward. Every frame, we just make sure that the position is updated. I'm not super sold on this, and I'm considering switching to like a 3D sprite sort of situation. Maybe. So that this can be in 3D space. But maybe billboarded. Right now, the problem is that the scale of it is just tied to the screen size instead of the size of elements. 3D square. Red. Red. Of course. So also, we don't even have to set the HP values every frame from here if we don't want to, but we're going to anyway. We don't have to update this. Whenever an enemy takes health, the health bar updates itself automatically quite nicely. Red crayon. You know, I think I remember Turtle eating a crayon on stream one time. That turned out to not even be a real crayon. He lied. He lied to me. So what we want is some kind of fade in, fade out business here. So let's stack a animation player on this thing. Can you do? Yeah, you can do modulation on this. So let's add a child node of animation player, and we're just going to make a new animation called fade in, and that is going to affect the health bar's modulation property. We're gonna make this happen fairly quickly. Let's say 0.4 would be good. Start from completely transparent. There you go. That's it. And then, now, I guess the different ways we want to show and banner, right? Very nicely done. The different ways we want it to work are, we want it to initialize to being visible and show when you are, let's see, we want it to show up when you deal damage. We want it to be present when you are choosing what to do, but during animations, we may not want to see it as much. So let's add some scripts. Let's expose to that. First off, animation player is an animation player located at animation player. And let's just make some functions for this. A function called fade in, a function called fade out, a function called show, which is going to just color dot white. Just gonna set it, and one called hide, which is hello. Why are we loading? No reason we should be loading. I keep meaning to use more banners. From string is fine. Oh. Is there a... Oh, there's just a color dot transparent. Okay. Then that's fine. Oh, show. Okay. Let's just call it quick show and quick hide for immediately changing the color or the transparency. It was a good guess, but no apostrophe. Okay, there we go. So now, Battle Manager. So initially everything's going to be shown. But whenever there is an action taking place. Oh. Is it a temple? Is it not a temple? Half of them are temples, it's true. There's your problem. So let's see, let's go into our logic for the battle management events. Battle events here. So our event queue is player takes a turn. You know what I want to look at? Show me a 1,000-Year Door battle. I can just look at my own battles. I'm just gonna pull up one of my past streams of TTYD. Let's see here. This looks like a winner. I haven't seen anything or heard anything. All right, let's see here. Show me a fight with anyone here. Come on, show me a fight. Show me a fight. Oh, I need a fight where someone's actually tattled. But I actually didn't do a lot of tattle in this run. Okay, I might have to go further back in the archives. I'm looking for some old TTYD streams. With a fight. There we go. Okay. Let's see here. Oh, geez. Well, it's a glass cannon build. So let's see if we got a bone tail fight in here. Yeah, here we go. Bone tail. Snowhead Temple. Okay. So let's see here. So look, we got there's the health bar. Disappears during the action. Immediately appears when taking damage. Snowman's big head. It all comes together. It appears. Let's play that in slow motion here. Take damage. It immediately pops into place. And then it fades away. Right? Then when you're choosing, you see. Pow, it's back. Okay, so when you are choosing what to do, we want to fade in. After taking damage, we want to do a very slow fade out. Actually, there's an idea for a way to kind of cheat this. What if we just made this a really, really long, well, not really long, but let's say a 2-second animation. So it fades in. So when you play it backwards, it takes time to fade out. So the idea is like every instance of damage maybe would restart the animation timer. let's try this. Let's try it this way. This is going to be an interesting one. I've got a good feeling about it, though. Wait. It's not play. It's play backwards. Yeah, so let's try that. After taking damage, fade out the health bar. Okay, so that means that health bar needs to be tied to a unit so that we can access it quickly. That's doable. Battle unit now has health bar, which is only going to be something that we need for enemies. Players will not have a health bar. So we need to actually check if it exists before we try to call functions on it. So when we're setting up the units, make sure that the enemy unit.health bar equals HP. There we go. So now we can access it. And we can make sure to say that when an enemy takes damage, so that's going to be back in the actions, battle actions is where we've got take damage, Q hurt actions, that we immediately, as soon as it gets called, if unit.health bar unit.health.bar fade out. We're gonna try that. Let's just start with that. Let's just start with that and see if that works. Fight me. So I'm gonna attack him with just a little one. Health bar appears and fades out. Okay, okay. That's pretty good. Health bar appears and fades out. So these guys, the health bar needs to fade out when their turn starts. Whenever their turn starts, health bar needs to fade out. Also, the fade out could be a little bit faster. Let's look at that. Let's look at that example again. All right, so let's see here. Pop. 2, 4, 5, 6, 7. Like, not long at all. Not long at all, like 30 or 40 frames. So let's do it like this. Okay. And health bar, we're going to make sure that it shows up when it is a player's turn. Start player turn. We're gonna say battle manager dot enemy side units. Well, I guess initialize turn is just as good for showing. If enemy dot health bar we're gonna fade it in, and we're gonna actually adjust this a little bit. Fade in. We're gonna check the modulate. If it's already faded in, don't do it. Oops. do it if it's translucent in some way. all of the partners love Mario so much. Can't get around it. Alright. Turn all the health bars on at the start of the player turn. And then enemy turn right here. Yeah, there was a lot going on in that game. Also, if enemy health bar and enemy dot enemy dot enemy dot HP dot current is greater than 0. All right, and then fade out. We're equally gonna say only fade out if you aren't already faded out. All right, let's see what this does. Bite the pig. All right, enemies start with health bars. Health bar disappears. And then it fades back in when it's your turn. Cool. Fades out, stays out. Yeah, it's probably fine. When I create my textures for characters, is that done with UV mapping? No. So typically what UV mapping is the idea of storing some kind of information other than actual what should be displayed on screen, storing some kind of information in an image file. One of the most common things that you can do with that, and actually I've got a great example of something I made a while back. One example of something you can do with that is, let's say you have some kind of three-dimensional object represented in a texture, like this sphere in the upper corner here. You can, let's see. How does this work again? Someone remind me how my own thing works here. Oh, well, that'll work. Oh, UV map renderer. There we go. Here we go. So, what this is doing is saying, having those done a specific way in Godot. Interesting. Yeah, so the idea is this image file right here is using the color channels to indicate which way a face is facing. So light blue is pointing out towards the camera, but up towards the upper left-hand corner. And similarly, this red color is out towards the camera, further away. This sort of neutral purplish color is anything that is flat, like pointing straight towards the camera. And so you can have, for instance, like an actual color attached to things, but in addition to that, you can use a UV map as a quick way of storing information about which way things are facing. I think this is called a bump map, maybe? And so you're just using the coordinates of the same image, of a similar shaped image file, to represent how light should bounce off of your texture. So anyway, yeah. All right, health bar looks okay. It's like 80% there. If I had 2 turns, no, that's fine. It's one of those things that's like, it's close enough for now. It's close enough for now. Yeah, maybe it should just not do the fade out on taking damage. Maybe that's the part I don't like about this, is Super Mario Sunshine. Super Mario Sunshine! Woohoo! Let's take this out and see if that makes a difference to me. What's this icky paint like goop? It's moving! No, boys, don't touch that. Okay, that actually does look pretty good. Yeah, I like that. Yeah, I'm cool with that. All right, health bar, basically there. The next big thing we want tonight is more enemies. We're gonna get at least 1 enemy done. Tonight, we need a basic snail enemy, for sure. And I was thinking about, okay, so the little star toss placeholder, I think I've decided that is going to be a spring, or perhaps even a just random assortment of components that it'll just pull from, just pops out, ejects into the enemy. With the potential of having maybe a special move later in the game that you can get with a badge, /medal, /charm, /whatever, that allows you to have a stronger version of that attack at the expense of losing health. Because that would be an interesting way of doing it, and it would fit the theme of, like, components are flying out of this robot. It is going to be less healthy. Alright, let's make a snail. So what was the size of that? I don't even remember. Pig. 500, 400. Alright, let's do 600, 500 to start. Nice and small. Okay. Ah, the hillside cave. Everyone's favorite star. I mean, shine. It's weird how much Shine Sprites as a whole wound up being in Thousand Year Door, considering that it was like same system. How far apart were the release dates on those? Mario Sunshine was July 19th, 2002. Summer 02, and then fall 04. Okay, so it had been 2 years. Because not only did it have the Piantas, but also it had Shine Sprites as a collectible, and also Shine Sprite was in the menu as like the icon for attack. Like, it was weirdly all over the place. Snail. But we're gonna give it a similar upgrade as we did for Piggle in from the Dabble Worlds Piggle to the Dabble Tales Piggle, which is to say we're gonna slightly angle it a bit more towards the camera. if we want to give it like yeah, let's give it a nice thick eye stalk maybe. Something we can kind of really play around with a bit more. Something like this. Get it all the way. Just getting a new layer. Feels a little bit. Trying to imagine the three-dimensional shape here. Something like this. Where's the spiral? Can we or imagine like a big old cylinder, like a big old cinnamon roll here? Something kind of like that. That's pretty close, I think, to what I want the general angle of it to be. Maybe not quite so forward-facing, but pretty close to that. Let's try with trusty circle tool. A little bit more from that 1 meter. No, my legacy. Yeah, a little bit more like this. Duplicate. Still not 100% sold on this angle, but we'll try it. Give me a different color real quick. Okay, a little bit more off to the side. The overlap there. Alternatively, no. Well, yeah, meh. Yeah, that seems fine. The spiral I'm unconfident on. I want to do just a little bit. Just a little spiral. Yeah, like about that much. And then this is still fine. Okay, that's pretty good. Yeah. We have just shell, tail, head, and then whatever eyes we can swap out pretty easily. 4 parts. Ooh. One of the attacks I want is for the shell to spin around like a tire and peel out into the player. For that, we need this shell to rotate, but we can't just rotate the entire sprite since it's got thickness to it. So instead, we have to only rotate this or have some kind of smear frame that we swap to. So maybe the swirl becomes its own sprite. I'm not sure. Either way, it's fine. Okay, so pig was... oh, that's another thing. We want to be right-facing. Pig was 500 by 400 for the whole sprite sheet. 300, 300 for the body, so let's aim for about that same size. Okay, get rid of you. Image, mirror horizontal. 300 by 300 is here to here. That big, huh? $300, $300. So we can probably size this up a bit. And then just scale it up as needed. All right, let's overlay. We want nice, thick, black line. Okay. And then repeat. Oops. Delete. Delete. Fill in the middle. Maybe with line tool, just so it's nice and precise. Love it, love it. There we go, looks great. that's basically our shell right there. Okay, next piece. The eyes. Is that how we want the eyes to look? Something like this. No, just kind of slide in. Oop, too thin, too thin. And then bow outward. Okay, that's probably fine. And then tail, super easy. It's gonna look weird when you see him from behind, isn't it? That's the weird part with the tail. It'll be fine, but I guess that means I probably should not overextend on the line work. Okay, coloring, coloration. What color is the snail? Is that the snail color? That might be the snail color. Seems fine. This part's gonna be a little bit less cut and dry. The one thing I'm not digging about this pin is how easy it is to hit the button on the pin while drawing. I haven't disabled it, but I probably should because I do not use it. I think the default hotkey is you've got two buttons on the pin, one for switching to eraser mode and one for switching back to brush tool, which seemed great. But I'm typically not bothering to use those because I'm usually just doing left hand on keyboard, right hand on drawing pin. A very mouse and keyboard style use case. Does that look okay? Would I rather have this be a little bit more yellowy? It's almost greenish. So that's too much. See, that's not bad. Maybe this color right here. Oops. Not you. There we go. That's probably a good one. That's decent. That's decent. Okay, but also Need to have a separate sprite for the eyes. Could do something simple as that. Could add some whites behind the eyes as well, if we are so inclined. That does not really do much. Eyelids, maybe. Yeah, it's basically like that. But you'd want like some kind of color. The concern with the eyelids is I gotta think ahead about what it's gonna look like from behind. And the answer is weird. We gotta figure out what color snail. I mean, the pinkish color is a very Dabble world. It's like almost fuchsia. Magic wand tool in Krita? Almost certainly. There we go. Select. There's got to be a modifier, right? Grow selection by 3 pixels. Heck yeah. Much easier. Yeah. Yeah, and that's the troubling part, is if you do it all white, then when you flip the sprite around, it'll be all white. I ran into the same thing with the back of the frog. Look at. So Pig worked out pretty nicely. Pig looks okay from the back. Frog, this is something I'm trying to be aware of now that I've seen it happen. His face is there because his nostrils and his mouth are not on top of the green. It's one piece of art. Same for his belly patch. Yeah, exactly. So that's one of the reasons that I'm leaning towards doing that viewport method of flattening out the images. We'll see if we actually end up doing that or not, but it would solve that problem. Okay. Let's try doing a thing. Let's try doing this. Something like maybe smaller brush size. Something like this. That's okay right there. That's not bad. And then the back would basically look like, well, that except with things in the right order. It'd look like that, which is actually perfect. So I think that's the way we want to do it. Now for this guy here, we want to get onto painting this shell. A subtle 6. From the right angle. just a very crisp and obvious 6. Okay, lock in this color. And paint here. Nope, paint. Whoa. Not what I expected. Paint with a lower opacity here. Almost. No, not quite. Hang on. Follow the oval. Bless you. I think it's a little bit more of that tire look that I'm after. Okay. I'm digging it. I'm digging it. A little bit of shine here. A little bit of highlight. All right. This needs texture, 100%. Is there a shortcut for this? No. All right. Let's add some flavor. It's dairy. Welcome in, Short. Okay. Similarly, a little bit of color here, a little bit of shade of darkness to the snail. All right, that looks good. I think that's our snail enemy. You have InSync stuck in your head still? Oh wait, we need different eyes as well. I gotta figure out how I'm gonna do hurt animation. We're gonna do something. It's gonna be me. I want to kind of warp this a little bit for when he's injured. Let's try. What can we do with this? Is there any kind of like warping that you can do in Krita? You can animate? I don't know. I've never done it. I'm just doing it all in Godot. Let's see here. You know what? We'll probably just do wonky eyes. So let's take these eyes and just do wonkier for when he's injured. So take this. That's about the location. So when he's injured, how do we do a nice little owie? Oh, there we go. That's it. Owie. Clip Studio Paint is really good for animating. I've not done a whole lot of animation in actual animation software. It's like anytime I do animation stuff, it's in things that were not designed for actual animation. It's goofy. All right. Next up, let's spread these things apart. Okay, so you are shell at 300, 300. Good. Up to 400, 500. Because, yeah, you can't fit that. The eyes. Will the eyes fit in a single 100? Ooh, not quite. Noted. Okay, then let's take both of these here. Okay, we got it out to 600. Let's take both of these here. Oops. No, just you and you. Oh no, it's not gonna reach. Okay. Here. And then here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. No, it's not gonna work. It's fine, Dupu. It's fine. We can also split it into those spots. And then this guy can just be right over here. And then we'll crop the whole thing to To a height of 300 exactly. Delete the background layer. Delete the background layer. Drunk exploded snail. An exploded snail diagram. Snail. Snail.ping. All right, back into Godot we go. We Godot. All right, this part will be a little bit easier for us. So we've already found we can do this pretty quickly if we have a plan. Folder, snail. Snail, snail. Create new scene. Wait. Can we define? Nope. Okay. All right. Now, how does I keep forgetting the exact setup you have to do to go from a base actor. New inherited scene. Open base scene. Oh, okay. That's what you do. You don't have to open base actor. You just go into Snail and say, I want to do a new inherited scene, and I want to inherit off of base actor, and then I want to save it as Snail. Snail actor, specifically. That's what we've been using as our setup here. Okay, and then, much like in the frogs, we hide this guy. And then we start adding some sprite 3Ds. What are we gonna do? Michelle. And then we'll start after we get this first one in and sized correctly. Transform, scale, 0.25, region, yes. Looks good, looks good. And then we can, and flags, turn on alpha cut, opaque prepass, the thing that we're still not sure how we're going to work around in the future. Tail. Tail is here. Close enough. Even it out for good measure. Set that just a pinch in the backdrop. Parent it. Oh man, look at that. Unbelievable. Alright, we gotta fix that for sure. Easy fix. Select. Grow selection by 3. Switch over to this one. Delete. There we go. Much better. Okay, there was a little bit of the highlight that was not on the shell anymore. Body, I guess. The stalks. Doesn't matter. Okay, pull that just a pinch in front. Okay, and then eyes. Okay. Again, pull it just a little bit up front. What a work of art. What a work of art. All right. Next up. Rename it to Snail Actor. Go to our main test scene here. Okay, now things are gonna get a little ugly here. So Pig Actor. Actually, I should show you guys what the patrol zone scene looks like. IRL. By turning on this, and this. Actually, not this. This is actually what the patrol zone looks like. The darker square in the middle, it represents the region where the enemy will just randomly wander. And the larger region, which in practice is going to be a lot larger than that, represents an area where the enemy will be willing to go. If you leave this light pink area, the enemy cannot catch you. Alright, so what we can do here... Whoa. Where did I just... Oh, I just jumped into a health bar. Running out of room in here. I'm gonna duplicate this Pig Actor. No, I'm not. I'm just gonna drag our Snail Actor in. There he is. What a guy. And I'm going to replace the Pig Actor, basically. These items are going to get duplicated and put under the Snail Actor. Pig Actor is going underground. Farewell. Alright, Snail moves. Snail is fightable. I mean, fightable. Okay, good. And then in battle, let's edit our battle manager to temporarily add a snail to the list of combatants. He's gonna need a better name. We'll work on that. All right. Snail. For now, he's called Snail. Actor is Snail Actor. HP 2 is fine. Strength 2, defense 1 for now. The snarky snail. That's great, actually. Hey, no, go back. That's the one I wanted. All right, there he is. Unanimated glory, but he can still technically attack. It just looks really goofy. But it works. Okay. Snail's gonna need some animations now. Alrighty. So first off, we've got this set up, I think... Oh, eyes needs to be parented to the body, yeah. With that set up, we can use our editor script and run it to create our reset. Looks good. Region rect, rotation, and position. That should be plenty for now. All right, open your books to Pig. Let's take a look at his animations real quick. Hurt, idle, jump, walk. I don't even feel like we need jump. Hurt, idle, and walk should be plenty. Oh, I forgot. I still don't know how we're gonna do this rotation effect. Well, we'll come up with something. Maybe we can extract this. Yeah, that looks a little bit weird from the back, but it's passable. Let's start with just a walk, because we're gonna have like a rolling, a special roll animation. All right, so walk animation. Let's actually delete. Oh wait, we have to make unique. There we go. Now delete idle, delete walk. Make sure this still looks good. All right, walk is gonna be pretty easy because we're only really worried about, not worried about region rect of anything. We're not really worried about the eyes either. It's just gonna be everything else. So let's just start moving things around and see what we can do. Body moves around a bit. Oh yeah, it's got a loop. It's a little much, maybe? A little bit too much movement. So let's try and just pare that down a bit. 1.12, 1.2. Surprised that that's as much movement as it turns out to be. All right, delete these. Let's do that again, but less. Just tinier movements. That's better. Tail. And then shell can do a little bit more wiggliness to it. Oh, shell is the parent of the whole thing? Why did I make shell the parent? Nope. See, that's a problem there. Okay. All right, so what I need to do is cautiously delete the reset animation, move these things where I want them, and then rerun the editor script. Dang it. Wait, no, we're good. Because reset. Yeah, reset worked. All right. And now we can see that walk animation has a bit of a problem, but we can fix it. All right. That's totally fine. All right, wiggle the tail in and out every once in a while. Move the body up just a little bit, down just a little bit. Incredible. All right, now for the shell. Shell needs to move independently. A little up and a little bob to it. Yeah, there he goes, there he goes. Perfect. Okay, that's a walk animation. Let's just duplicate that one and get straight into the idle animation. Which is mostly going to be this faux breathing. Yep, start with that. We may give it a little bit of rotation here when he goes up. That might be a bit much. Hold on. Less is more. Okay. Body. Body can just do a little bit of that. Yeah, that's fine. With the tail stationary to hold him in place. All right, that looks fine. Hurt animation. It's gonna be a little bit different because we're gonna have to deal with the eyes a bit. All right, hurt animation. Add a track for the eyes. Give me the region rectangle for that. We want to shift it over by 150. There we go. We're gonna have him kind of rear back a bit for this one. Tail is going to bug out a bit. Also, we're gonna make this a faster animation overall. Shell is going to be angled up and back a bit. Body rear up ever so slightly. Let's move the body back even further. And let's make the animation faster overall. Bring it down to 0.3. Perfect. Okay. Now we need to make a little change here on our snail. There is a problem here, which is I want this centerpiece to be able to rotate this little bit of art here. So we need to have a circular selection. Right around here. That looks good. And now we're going to need a place to stick that. So we're going to edit our canvas size. Where do we do that? Resize canvas. Give me an extra 200 pixels horizontal here. Okay, first let's do that. Okay, now. There we go. Perfect. Chip! What is up? Welcome in, everybody! Coming over from Big Boy Games Official. Oh, I hope you guys are ready for some fast-paced snail painting action. Guys, welcome in. For anybody who doesn't know me, I'm Dobbs of Dabbleworks Games. I don't know. I'm still not 100% sure on official terms. I am working on a paper-like RPG in the vein of Thousand Year Door, which is one of my favorite games growing up. What's on the slate for today? We are getting into a groove with adding more enemies. I have finished enemy chasing AI. A very straightforward bit of they chase, they lose sight of you for long enough, and then they go back to patrolling a little zone, and then you get in there and you fight them, and it's great. You got your timed hits. I only did 1 damage. He jumps. That's not going to be his actual attack. You got timed blocks, or if you fail to time it, then you just take full damage. We got items working. The menu, I will say, that little animation, 2D on 3, oh, not my idea by a long shot. I chalk that up to the original Paper Mario. I think that was the first time I saw 2D art being used effectively in a 3D world, which I remember in Nintendo Power at the time. I don't know if I have the issue from that time, but they made a big point of drawing the parallel with Yoshi's Story on the N64, in which it was the opposite. You had 3D models, but in a 2D world. Well, it was a 2.5D game. These two very different types of games. Was Yoshi's? Yeah, Yoshi's Story was in 64. But yeah, Yoshi's Story, bad game. Yeah. I reluctantly agree. It was not great. It was no Yoshi's Island. Yoshi's Island was really good, and honestly, a great difficulty level. Like, the levels were long and in depth. The art was great. Like almost every N64, it was fun at the time. It was short. You beat it after 6 levels. And then they dangle this idea of, well, if you want, you can play it again. There's other levels you could play instead of those 6. Like, yeah, but I beat it after 6 levels. Why not just make 6 worlds of 4 levels? Well, because you're telling your own story. Your Yoshi story. Anyway, we got the battle engine established. It is a nested series of event queues. Almost finite state machines, but less choice on where to go. But yeah, I'm getting some basic. You know what? This pig animation is way better than this snail idle animation. Now that I'm looking at the two compared to each other, that pig he's bouncing, he's grooving. This snail is just kind of make his eyes wiggle a bit. Maybe that's what it needs. Let's see. Oh, right. That's what we're working on. Save this out. We're going to work on the snail's attack. So last time we kind of got in a groove with hacking out a new enemy. The plan was, can we get a whole enemy from scratch in 2 hours with the systems we built? And yes, apparently, like everything from the artwork to the animations to the actual attack animations, the way the enemies like run around and flip out and do cool stuff. It works. It just works. So I'm pretty proud of the system we've got running now. Okay, so what we need is a new thing here. We need to add a new shell swirl, which is same thing, but over like here. Oops, not like that. Like this. Wait, smaller. Yeah. Okay, there we go. So now what we can do is this. Ugh, well, can we do that? That's what we're gonna try and do. Maybe we'll scale this up a bit. Maybe that will fix our problem. What is the deal here? Oh, it's not centered on that. Okay, so we need like a container. Okay, so node. Here, let's just get you out of the way. Get you lined up so that this circle is centered, and then move you such that. Okay, is that better? Yes, yes. Okay, so that way we can kind of mess with that. All right. Put that rotation back. Perfect. Add a track here for specifically this. Rotation. Go ahead and add that. Oh, position on this is probably, yeah, look at that Z fighting there. Pull that out a little bit. So I ran into a really weird issue. And I guess it's not super weird. Should he have angry eyebrows like the pig? He's kind of got angry eye slants. Oh, you can see the issue there. Look at that. But only in certain angles. Plus, this wasn't going to be full of inside jokes. I mean, snails are a valid enemy in, like, lots of video games. They're outside jokes now. Adventure Island? Snails. Snails everywhere. Nothing you can do about it. And then we need to add in... No, we don't. We're good. Okay. All right. Okay, so that should be tied to the shell itself. So all of these animations should work even with this new thing on it. And we should be able to now have... Oh, that's another thing. Reset animation needs tail to be... I guess visible? We want to have a visible track? As yes, and same for body. Want the body to be visible on the reset track. It's the exact color of Snails from Wonder. Dang it, Mario. It's a good snail color. It's a perfectly legitimate snail color. All right. Duplicate this animation for spin attack. We're going to hide you. Hide the body. Hide the body. Don't have to worry about position of tail or body or eyes. Hide the body. We're just gonna rotate this thing here. Let's just do a full 360 degrees here. See what happens. Wrong way. It's got to be negative 360 degrees. Okay, but significantly faster. It's got to be a looping animation. Yeah, that's believable. That's believable. And then when you reset... Dang it, did I not add this? I added it to... What did I add it to? Did I add it? When does my reset track look like this now? Did I delete things off the reset track? I may have. Oops. Oh, thank you for the follow there. Just saw that come in. All right. Nope, not you. I need visibility of tail and body. I'm still very... My use of the animation track is pretty clunky still. Okay, and then rotation. But not the 3D rotation for some reason. That one just weirdly doesn't like to work. And I don't know why. Okay, body, rotation. Okay, that looks good. Okay, so now I can do spin attack, play. Visibility's gone. Wait, what? Visibility's gone on here. Why's the visibility gone on here? What's going on here? You gotta be kidding me. Alright, visible. Tail. Not visible. And visible body. Make it not visible. Okay, vroom, 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 spin attack, reset. Okay, we're good. We're in. The reward, W. That's all I see is W. Oh, BTTV is fooling me. I've been fooled by BTTV. Okay, that looks fine. This is weird on the back, but it's not weird enough to merit fixing. Okay. Ooh. I have an idea for a shared animation. Peel out? Duplicate this. Oh, I can't because it's not. Oh, because it's. I need to make unique. Okay. Okay. Duplicate this animation as peel. All right. So what peel is going to be? Is we're going to twist on the y-axis, like 10 pixels. Hello, Hudson. And then negative 10 pixels. Let's too fast. Okay, I need a 1 second animation. Let's see if this does what I... So what I'm going for here is like the animation of the snail peeling out. You get what I mean? We'll see if it works. Okay, let's build an attack. Here we go. This is going to be very straightforward, I hope. So in our battle system, we have to define a move. Like this one, enemy hop. So we're going to define a new move called enemy snail roll. Target, not just enemy. It should be the first grounded opponent. All right, what does it do? Well, first, we're going to start our peel shared animation. We're also going to switch to our normal spin attack animation is what we called it, right? On the main animation player, yeah, spin attack animation. So we do that. We switch to those animations. We wait for 1 second while those play out. Eventually we'll queue up some kind of music or sound effects. Then we are going to move actor to target position at a very fast rate. Let's say 12. Let's see if that's pretty good. And then cue the hurt condition, or cue hurt action of the enemy's strength, whatever that happens to be. And then bounce. We're going to do a launch here. Where's the launch? Here we go. After dealing damage, launch the actor backwards towards a position that is a little bit to the right of the opponent. Then move the actor back to its original position, and we're done. Enemy snail roll. And now we go over to our enemy directory and say, hey, that is the snail's only move. Go. All right, I want to see this snail hit me. Hey, well, except he got a little stuck, but he's basically there. He's just still spinning is the problem. Spinning forever. But okay. With a few basic setup pieces, that is, you can hack out a move really fast with this system that we've designed. And it's configurable in such a way that this could be in a config file. Like, to the point where someone modding the game could build their own attack animations out of it without opening up the code of the game. It's possible. It's possible. Okay, so we need to change back to idle after we right here. Also, we need to wait for touching the ground, which is right after we launch. Wait to touch the ground and then move backwards. Fight me. Okay, yeah, that looks all right. Let's see that again. Yeah, he comes at you fast. You got to be ready for it. The speed of him bouncing, though. Yeah, it's just a tiny bounce. I want it to be a little bit of a bigger bounce. So let's bump this up to 1.5 and see what we get there. Ooh, okay, that was a little bit too much that time. Let's say 1.0. Rather than define the velocity that you bounce off from, I instead define how long it will take for you to hit that location. Which is a weird thing, but I feel like it's useful. Okay, let's wait for him to hit the ground and then pop out of shell. So move the order of those events in our event queue. All right, so he rolls, pop out of the shell, and then wait. And then we're gonna have him wait for just like a little bit. Yeah, pop out of your shell, wait 400 milliseconds, and then roll on back. Bop. Boop. He didn't wait, like at all, did he? I didn't see any waiting there. I think that is a bug that I've identified as a thing that can happen very easily, and I don't have a great workaround yet. Let's have him move into spin attack. Wait any amount of time, and then I'm seeing something weird where he looks like he's flipping around too early. Okay, that's fine. That's fine. Okay. Yeah, that's it. Okay, we got a little bit of time left. We are going to really quickly work on our damage function, which right now is not in a great spot. Right now it's just the Q hurt actions, which just says take some amount of damage. So this right here is an instance of damage. Like if you had some attack that deals 3 damage twice, this function is going to get called 2 times with the number 3. But in this function, we want to deduct for blocking. We want to deduct for defending. We want to deduct for any of that stuff. So right now, let's see here. Yeah, if you're guarding, we subtract damage. So we're gonna put in one more piece in here that basically says take the target that is taking damage and look at their defense score. How do I get to the defense score? So it's a battle unit, should have an enemy type, or it could have an enemy type. So we want to do like a if. Ooh, well, This is how we get the enemy's defense, but not necessarily the player's defense. Player's defense is going to be much more complicated. So let's just say this is just the enemy defense here. If we have an enemy type, then open up our enemy directory. Dot defense. Enemy directory, that should be... Oh, we don't have that here yet. Okay, that's fine. I'll preload it. We got our target directory, but that's not quite what we need. Enemy directory. There we go. Okay, let's see if this works. So what should happen is that when I try to do a poorly timed attack on this snail, it should do no damage. Oh, we've hit a snag. Oh, is enemy type? Hang on, unit enemy type. Isn't that a string? Oh, maybe not. No, it's not. Oh. Okay, well that makes it a lot easier. That means I don't have to pull in enemy directory because I've already got enemy type right there. It's a lot of letter guesses. What could it be? What could it be? 0 damage. Enemy does not pop open a hurt animation. Okay, so the only way to hurt this guy is to hit the timed hit. Oh, bad timing. That's tough to defend against. There we go, got it. Okay. Tough, but not impossible. All right, it's looking good then. Also, I didn't show you guys, but you can win combat. It's just there is no thing that happens. Oh, hey. I see this. What's this doing up here, huh? Bot is going rogue, apparently. All right, get rid of this. Battle events. When we start the player turn, if health is good, then get rid of it. If health is greater than 0, then fade out. Oh, I guess we don't need that clause. Just always fade out in that at that point. Also, there should be something that says that after an enemy is killed, we fade out its corresponding health bar. Oh, she's up. Is she going back down? Taking my headphones off so I can listen for her. Okay, battle action, enemy death is that enemy hurt actions? Oh, create damage indicator. Oh, if HP is less than or equal to 0 is what we're looking for. Okay, we apply the damage. Where do we apply the damage? Oh, is that create damage indicator? It might actually be create damage indicator. Yeah, that's where. Yeah, that's where we do it. Oh, here's the play dead animation. Okay, so if we are deleting an enemy unit, then unit dot health bar dot failed. What a great game! I'm always a little slow on that. Maybe I should slow him down a little bit. Twitch sings, does it? Okay, health bar. Yeah, health bar does go. All right, cool. That's working defense. Did it? It looks fine on my end. I still see the little icon, but maybe that's just me. Let's see. Oh, we might have. You know what? We've reached a good stopping point. And I think this might be a rare opportunity to actually do a raid. It's like, okay, well, all right. We'll look at the Nintendo Power instead. I've actually looked at just about every article in this one. Let's look at this DKC2 article, because I love DKC2. Let's see here. There's our big camera. Let's take a look. So we got this very lovely 2-page artwork just to start with. Great look at the map. Crocodile Isle. And we got I want to see if they're going to get the title wrong in any way here, because it's Diddy's Conquest. But like right off the bat, they are getting it right in the text blurb. If you think it's just a rehash of the first DKC, think again. This pack is crammed to the gills with new and improved features, not the least of which is the size of the world we'll be exploring. Rare squeezed about 50% more game area into the sequel than was in the original. Next generation game, sound effects, background, lighting, shifting timbers. Look at these nice 3D renders of everything. These animal buddies. They were big on barrels. That was their thing. Mario had blocks. Donkey Kong had barrels because, you know, because barrels. These are pretty nice displays of the, like, the models, for anybody who doesn't know, DKC and DKC 2 and 3, all the artwork was designed in 3D and then flattened out to 2D images, like pre-baked images. So they got these really nice looking graphics with like shading and lighting and everything. But it wasn't any extra work on the SNES because the SNES wasn't doing the 3D rendering. It was just showing you pictures of these previously baked 3D artworks. But as a result, they were able to basically just take those 3D images and render a much more high definition version of them for magazine and media. So all these power-ups, like they're full 3D models with lighting and reflections, and they look really good. Well, you know, they look good. Funky Kong. What a bargain. Swanky Kong. What's the deal with Swanky Kong? We never got... We have no idea who this man is. Who this monkey is. He just showed up one day and started running a game show. Come on, camera. Come on, camera. Focus. Don't look at the windows behind it. Look at the text. Focus. Oh, it's trying. There we go. Oh. He's part of the family, part of the Kongs. They went out of their way to make this like skull-shaped lock on Donkey Kong's kit. Gosh, he does not look happy about this. Does not look jolly. Yeah, hang on. Like, you never see this in such fidelity in the game. But at some point there existed like a 3D rendering of every one of those maps. Even if it was just a single picture from one vantage point. They existed on a computer somewhere at some point. Like, to the point where you could, like, turn the camera angle and stuff, and it bugs me that those probably just don't exist anymore. Like, this is a really, really nice 3D model of it. You can tell that there was actually a lot of pixels there compared with the pittance that we got on the Super Nintendo. Similarly for Crocodile Cauldron. Going with a World 2 lava level, like, that's a bold decision. It's doing its best. You would hope, but I don't know. Very strange to have a lava world as the second world. Honestly, DKC2 did a lot of weird worlds that I appreciated that they did that. Crimquay or Crimkey. Just a sunken ship in a marsh. And the levels didn't always go perfectly with the world. There was just something to tie it all together, but it was fine. And then the two-part, the two-screen world Crazy Crimland, which was an amusement park and also a thorny beehive swamp. A lot of swamps. It's much darker theming than DKC1. Then a haunted grove. Which again, this looks... The amount of detail you can make out here is vastly more than what you had on what was visible on the Super Nintendo. Super Nintendo cannot show you that level of detail or color. So I appreciate that. And it's very obvious that they designed, like, okay, we're going to have this level, then this level, then this level, and then someone had to go and 3D model the world to match it. Like, they didn't just make a generic image and throw levels on it. And then K. Rool's Keep, which is just tall tower. Look at that. Look at him. He doesn't look that detailed in the game. You can see his eyelids. His eyelids have a certain thickness to them. And that's the end. Surely they mention Klubba's kiosk. What you'll find... Oh, Klubba has set up a shop far in the distance. The toll is still 15 Crim coins, but what you'll find is most intriguing. So wait, what does the text say on all these different Klubba's kiosks? Trust us, 15 Crim coins is a bargain price. What great secret does he guard now? By now you probably know that all of Klubba's secrets are related, but each toll gives you access to a different part of that secret place. Gloomy Gulch will seem like the Bahamas once you get to the other side of Klubba's bridge. Are you up to the challenge? Oh, and then they also... the final world, which is only 2 levels. A Briar Patch level followed by the boss. So a lot of good stuff in here. And then there's like a little bit of preview pages on Earthworm Jim. What we got? I think have we hit all the... We went through Wario World. Or sorry, no, Wario Land. Wario World was something different. That was on the GameCube. And it was its own weird thing. There weren't any nice maps for Secret of Evermore. I'm a little... I mean, I guess the maps are not the allure of the game. There's an article about Secret of Evermore, but there's no maps. That's unfortunate. The maps are the fun part. Yeah, I think we've hit all the cool stuff in this issue. Water World for the game... No, for the Virtual... No, this is for the Game Boy. Boy, there were full-on platformers on the Game Boy. Alright, there we go. That is basically all we're gonna look at on my oldest Nintendo Power Magazine, Volume 79. The next one has some good stuff. We'll break out Volume 92 next time. Well, now it's 23 past. I think we're still good for time. Let's go, let's see here. Pull this out into another tab. What do we got? Sauce is doing Baron of Shell. Should I check the software and game dev category? It's scary. Let's see what we got here. Oh, gosh, it's me. It's so jarring. guess we could try the Godot tag specifically and see if we get any good hits there. I need to get better about just going in and doing raids. What do we got here? What is this one? There's so many people making so many games. What the crap? This guy's just working on menus, which, you know, that's a big part of it. Okay, hang on. I'm gonna check my categories. How even? I don't remember how to do Twitch. Mario Maker. So here's the problem: that anytime someone raids me, that means that they're a person who in-stream before I do. That is the great irony. We'll go... Wait, hang on. Oh, yeah. We'll raid into Sauce. Baron of Shell. What are you thinking? This channel is intended for mature audiences. It is. I hate it. I hate doing that. I know. It's like, if I could stay around longer, I would just be streaming longer. Not one of those weirdos who streams during the day. Streaming Mario Hour runs for hundreds of hours. Day nerds. That's the ones. All right, everybody. Progress. Everything. A new. Can we do a new enemy every stream for a while and get like a nice collection of enemies to use? That'd be nice. Yeah, we're getting there. Gosh, there's so much more to do. All right, everyone, have a good night. I will see you around for more stuff later. Bye.